You know that feeling when you wake up and for the first time in a while, life just feels lighter? It's as if a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying has suddenly lifted, and you can finally breathe a little easier. Maybe you notice the sunlight streaming through your window, or you catch yourself smiling for no particular reason. It's subtle, but it's real, a gentle shift that makes the day ahead seem a bit more possible. It's like someone opened a window in your mind and let all the fresh air in. The air feels crisp, your thoughts are a little clearer, and the world outside seems more inviting. Even the simple act of taking a deep breath feels different, more nourishing, more hopeful. That's what it feels like when your mental state starts to improve, when you finally feel a little bit better. It's not always a dramatic transformation. Sometimes it's just a quiet sense of relief, a moment of peace in the middle of chaos. You might not even notice it at first, but it's there, quietly working in the background. But what actually causes this shift? Why do some days feel lighter than others? Is it just luck, or is there something deeper at play? These are questions that have fascinated psychologists and everyday people alike for generations. I used to think happiness was something you just stumbled into, like it was hiding around a corner waiting to surprise me. I imagined it as a rare event, something that happened to other people or only on special occasions. Turns out it's way more intentional than that. Feeling better isn't just about luck or chance, it's about the choices we make, the habits we build, and the way we respond to life's ups and downs. It's a process, not a destination. For starters, your mind loves small wins. These little victories are like stepping stones, helping you build confidence and momentum, even on tough days. Completing a task, ticking off a to-do, or even just making your bed. These little victories send signals to your brain that you're moving forward. They remind you that you're capable, that you can make progress, even if it's just one tiny step at a time. And every time you do, your mind rewards you with a tiny boost of feel-good chemicals. Dopamine, serotonin, these are your brain's way of saying, hey, you did something good, keep going. Over time, these small boosts add up, creating a foundation for bigger changes. It's not magic, it's momentum. But there's more to it than just ticking boxes or chasing achievements. Sometimes feeling better starts with letting go. It's about releasing the grip on things you can't control and allowing yourself to move forward without the burden of perfection. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for that mistake you made or accepting that you can't control everything. Self-compassion is a powerful tool. It helps you heal, grow, and move on from the past. When you stop fighting your own thoughts and start giving yourself a break, your mind finally gets some peace. It's like unclenching a fist you didn't realize was tight, and suddenly everything feels a little softer. That's when the clouds start to part. And then there's connection, the invisible thread that ties us to others and reminds us we're not alone. I used to think I had to figure everything out alone, but reaching out to someone, even just for a quick chat, can make a massive difference. Sometimes just hearing another voice or sharing a laugh is enough to shift your whole perspective. It reminds you you're not alone with your worries. Other people have been where you are, and they care about how you're doing. Humans are wired for connection, and sometimes a single conversation is enough to shift your whole outlook. Even a small moment of kindness or understanding can ripple through your day, making everything feel a little more manageable. Don't forget your body either. Your physical health and mental health are deeply connected, and taking care of one helps the other. Moving around, eating a good meal, getting enough sleep, these basics are like fuel for your mind. When you nourish your body, you're giving your brain the energy it needs to process emotions, solve problems, and recover from stress. Neglect them, and your mood tanks. It's easy to underestimate the impact of a skipped meal or a restless night, but over time these things add up. Take care of them, and you're giving your brain the support it needs to feel better. Even small acts of self-care, like drinking water or taking a walk, can make a surprising difference. But here's the real secret. Feeling better isn't about chasing some perfect mood. It's not about being happy all the time or never feeling sad or anxious. It's about noticing the small changes, the little moments of lightness, the brief flashes of hope, the tiny victories that add up over time. Maybe you smiled at something silly today. Maybe you found a reason to laugh, even if just for a second. Maybe you felt grateful for a friend, or maybe you reached out to someone and it made both of you feel a little less alone. Maybe things just felt a little less heavy. Maybe you noticed a moment of peace or a sense of relief you haven't felt in a while. These are the signs your mind is healing, even if it's slow. Progress isn't always obvious, but it's happening, step by step. So if you're on your own journey to a happier mindset, remember, it's not one big leap. It's not about waiting for a miracle or a sudden breakthrough, it's 100 little steps, taken day by day. Each one matters, even if it feels small or insignificant in the moment. Give yourself credit for every single one. Celebrate your progress no matter how tiny it seems, because it all adds up. Because sometimes just feeling a bit better is more than enough. And on those days, that's something truly worth celebrating.